We just pulled up to the gym. Morning cardio is almost afternoon cardio today because it's like 11:30. I slept in a little bit. Didn't realize I needed the rest, but I'll take it. About to go hit 30 minutes on the bike and then a quick pump check. You know the deal by now. And later today, we're going to be hitting hamstrings. So, yeah. Weight this morning was a nice low 206.2. I'm losing weight pretty quickly, honestly. Like, it's been like a pound a day. And I know some of that's going to be just because I'm cutting back on my carbs. My intramuscular carbs and water are going to be a big portion of the weight loss, but some of that's going to be fat too. And if you go and look at my posing from just 3 or 4 days ago, you will see that I was not this defined. Get off there. Looking good. Looking good. We're nowhere near max potential. This is just week 1. Probably going to be cutting down for another. The original plan was 8-week cut. If I stick with an 8-week cut, I'm probably going to be in the 190s for sure, probably 195 or so. Another 10 pounds in the next 7 weeks. It's definitely achievable. All right, cardio finished. I'll see you guys. For me, it'll be about 4 or 5 hours. For you, it'll be about 3 seconds. But I'm gonna be hitting hamstrings in a little bit. I feel like my hams have really lost a lot of size since my period of neglect. So we're gonna try to counteract that. All right. See you then. Just a side note. You can do whatever you want in your life. You can do anything. The only thing that is stopping you is yourself. Nobody cares what you do. At the end of the day, you know, if somebody sees you doing something weird or something that you think is embarrassing, I guarantee when they get home and lay their head on their pillow at the end of the night, they're not thinking about you. How many times have you went to bed at night and you're thinking about something silly you saw that day? think about the degree of silliness of things that you see per day. You're not the weirdest one, and even if you were, there's nothing wrong with being weird. So whatever you want to do in life, don't let anybody tell you otherwise. Don't let anybody shame you. Just do it. The time is 5:48, and we just pulled up to the gym. It's looking like a ghost town in the parking lot right now, which is amazing. Everything's gonna be open. I'm hitting legs, so I'm assuming that the 6 people that are here, hopefully they're not hitting legs too, but who knows with my luck. Yasko and Michael should be pulling up eventually. I don't know if I'll do the whole workout with them, but I'm definitely going to do a few sets with them because they're hitting legs too. So it's going to be a kind of a hamstring focused day. I am going to stretch out a bit. I'm not going to record that though. My left interior tendon on my left side here, that tendon kind of had a kink in it a few weeks ago. I was running and I just kinked it. So yeah, too much talking right now. We're hitting leg day. I'll see you guys for the first set. I just had a guy in here tell me, hey, you look like Sam Sulik. I'm flattered, but it's just because I have crazy hair and a hat on. I haven't done hamstring curls in a while. And like I mentioned earlier, with that little kink in my knee, I'm trying to really ease into it. Make sure I'm nice and warm so I don't wake up any old injuries. Went from 60 to 80. I'll call this my first working set here. We had 2 warm-up sets. We went 40, 60, and this will be our first working set. Feels good. My right side is a little weaker. I injured my hip in high school. It's probably freshman year, maybe 8th grade. I was a big Usain Bolt fan, and that's when I kind of got into running. We used to have like, I think 5 or 10 minutes before every gym class where we would just run. I mean, some people walked it, but I would run it. And that's kind of when it all started. I remember thinking to myself, running around Leo High School gymnasium, thinking to myself, like, there are people out there that don't even have legs that would kill to even walk, to even be able to stand up. So at that moment, I was like, if I'm blessed with it, why not use it? Like, why let this go to waste? You know, why let my health go to waste? I wouldn't say that was the first, I wouldn't say that was the first brick in the wall of health, if you will, my wall of health. But it was definitely one of the early ones. Realizing that not everybody's blessed the same way I am. We're gonna do 2 more sets at 100, get a little pre-exhaustion going, and then we'll probably jump over to just a squat. Yeah. Last set here. Let's make it a good one. Time to squat. You see this? Don't do this. This was here when I walked up. Somebody must have been, either they failed to squat or they were doing rows and decided that whatever they were doing was too important to put their weights back. That might be too high for my short ass. Man, what if an old lady wants to use this? What if your mom came in here and wanted to do some squats? And there's 225 pounds on the bar here. You know, what if a little guy comes in here, wants to do something? You know, he's gonna have to find another guy to get this stuff off for him. Some teamwork. I don't know if it's that dramatic, actually. That's probably a little over-exaggeration. But even like me, like, I shouldn't be having to do this right now. Is that too high? Please tell me that's not too high. No, that's good. Put your weights away. Re-rack your weights. Clean your machines. Don't be like this guy. Since I'm aiming to hit my hamstrings on this, I'm allowing myself to flare my feet outward, widen my stance out, so it's more of a pivot in my hip and less in my knee. So if you want to hit, you know, you can do some sissy squats. It's pretty easy to figure out. You know, this right here, that's hitting your quads. 100% that's hitting your quads. But something like this, where you're more, you know, posted back. My hips are barely bending here. Now, I'm sure I'm getting some quad ignition off this, but it's not as dramatic as if I were to be doing it, you know, with like an elevated heel and with my feet close. Like if you get a plate and you put your heels on it and then you do a regular squat, that's blowing up your quads. But it's not really targeting as much ham. I had a really big squat, but my quads weren't really that big. And I'm like, why is this a thing? And it's because I was squatting with a really wide base. So right now, honestly, feels good. This is like kind of my natural squat stance. My natural form is one with a wider base and flared knees, as opposed to a even base. But this right here, with that plate under your feet, that will blow your quads up, I promise. first started coming here back in fall of 2021, there was an old fella in here named Sonny who gave me the hack that I'm using right now. You do half your set with your feet parallel, close. And you do the other set half with your feet a little bit more wider, duck foot. You're pointing out, just like with the squat. You're pointing out. And I'm no expert on the calf muscles. I think it's like gastrocnemius, tibia. But I am an expert on angles. I know when you look at the angle, your body has to use different muscles. It's like doing a bicep curl out in front with your elbow out in front. That's gonna hit your long leg. Behind you, to your side, it's gonna hit your short leg. Even the angle of your wrist. So I dare to assume that switching the angle of your ankles on a calf is going to switch the muscles that it's hitting. It's going to give you a more well-rounded calf workout. Keep that in mind next time you guys do calves. Parallel, 10. Duck foot, 10. See how you like it. Look at that, guys. Less than 10 minutes. Less than 10 minutes. Guys are pumped. You have no excuse. Another day, another muscle torn. In a good way. You know, I hit those leg curls, and then I mentioned squats afterwards, and I was really second guessing them. But the hard thing is the thing you should do, so I did them, and I'm thankful for it. Yeah, the left quad is definitely, the inside's still super flub. Left quad's definitely got more definition and more size. Like I mentioned earlier, I hurt my right hip when I was in high school. It's never been the same. That side chest has not felt spectacular lately. Definitely need to brush up on my posing a little bit. I might meet with Aiden or Dalton or somebody. Have them give me some pointers on that. Oh, all right. I didn't rip my pants. W. Tomorrow is back day. I'll probably be lifting with Nate. So be on the lookout for a back day video. Thanks for watching. Goodbye.